Hey Yangling, it's Lydia, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I really love. This is my channel to talk about things that I really love. And today I'm going to be talking about physical media and why I find it so important. What I'm talking about specifically is music. I love music. Oh my god, I love music. Music is my life. Music is my everything. And I genuinely don't think I could live without music. I mean, genuinely, it's one of my favorite things ever. I have a Rex Orange County poster over here. I've got music posters all around my room. I have a vinyl collection, and I just started my CD collection. My car is gonna have a CD player, no big deal. Physical media for music usually entitles things that were made in order to produce music. That has been cassette tapes, that's been records, that's been CDs, that's been anything that you can physically hold in your hand and that holds music. I actually recently just got a bunch of CDs, no big deal. I'll show them off because I'm very excited about these. Oh my god. I got a Jeff Buckley CD, I got a Beatles CD, I got a Sarah Bareilles CD, I got a Bee Gees CD, and I got a David Bowie CD. I love David Bowie. Oh, actually, I love all of these artists. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I'm a big collector of music. I've also got CDs over there on my desk, and I've got vinyls over there. I bought a new vinyl today. And I really love physically holding music. It's like I have this artifact and I own it. Genuinely own it. Some of this stuff is older than me. This David Bowie CD is almost 40 years old. It was made in 1983. Mind you, my dad is born in 1984. This CD is older than my dad. Well, actually, I don't know if it's older than my dad. I think this one specifically might not be, but this actual album might be. Nevertheless, it's an important part of music history to actually hold the music that you own. And also, it's a permanent existence to it. I know with the rise of technology and, streaming services, you can get music on demand, but being able to physically put in music, not be able to skip songs, not have to fully listen to the album in all of its essence, it's just something so beautiful. Albums were made to be listened to together. It was made to be one sequence of songs continuing over a period of time and for the listener to enjoy the audible experience. It's like reading a book, but way less monotone, in my opinion. No hate to audiobook readers. I'm just not interested in that. I'd rather just read it. I don't know if y'all know this, but vinyls are super old. Y'all probably already know this. You know that vinyls have been gaining popularity, especially more recently. Oh my gosh, the rise in vinyls is crazy. But I think it's really important. It's such an interesting thing to be able to hold such a historical media, especially when it comes to vinyls. But I think with such a technologically advanced society that we live in now, people are wanting these physical medias either to seem cool or to be more popular or be oh, I have this, I'm cooler. It's just a coolness thing. But to be perfectly honest, the only reason I started collecting vinyls is because I genuinely wanted to hold the music that I loved. I mean, a lot of these albums mean a lot to me. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, one of my favorite David Bowie albums, I feel is a musical masterpiece, not only in its storytelling, but its metaphors as well. Moonlight on the River by Mac DeMarco is personally one of my favorite albums. I think it's a 10 out of 10. It's got some classic songs that people already recognize, like Moonlight on the River, and One Long, but it's also very easy to understand. Igor has definitely had a big impact on me. It was my first real music that I started listening to, and it helped me through a really tumultuous time. I've got Weezer, I've got Claire's Charm. I'm trying to think whatever other albums. I have a bunch of them right there. I'm looking at them as we speak. But nevertheless, having physical media means something. Each album that you purchase is a carefully decided choice that means something to the listener. Whether it's because their family introduced them to the music, whether it's because it reminds them of a certain time in their life, whether it's a comfort. Nevertheless, music is an important part of society And the production and the availability of having the physical media is so important. It's like owning a painting by your favorite painter, or going to see a concert. You're physically involved with the art, and we cannot let it die. Oh my god, I'm so glad that this generation has put such a importance into like physical media. I think it's wonderful, because why do we not like experience it more? Why don't we have more people with vinyl players or CD players or cassette players? I met a girl today, actually it was the cash register lady. Shout out to that girl who worked at Half Price Books. I love you so much. I hope you know you are the coolest person ever. She had a cassette player in her car. I mean, like, it's crazy to me that she had a cassette player and she was like, oh, I don't want to touch cassettes, I feel like I'm gonna break them, which is a valid point, We're not adverse in, like, knowing how to use these things, mind you. I thankfully grew up, like, out in the country, out in the farm, to where I had to use CDs for a lot of my childhood, and we kind of grew up, at least in my generation, I kind of grew up with CDs at the beginning of my life, and then slowly was integrated into what we have as modern technology. I used a Wii, I had a DVD player, I constantly watched movies on DVD, and I listened to music with CDs. My car has a CD player. I used to listen to my grandmother's CDs when she used to drive me places. So it's been ingrained into me to understand how to use these things, but people don't know how to use cassette tapes nowadays. It's going to go out of fashion one of these days where we're not going to have access to these important integral parts of music history. There's a whole fashion statement that comes with the Walkman. You even see it in Guardians of the Galaxy, where Star-Lord has a cassette player because that's the only way he's able to listen to music. He doesn't have a streaming service. Do you see how important having physical media is? And nevertheless, the art that comes in it. Oh my god. I've just got some physical art from Jeff Buckley, Talking Heads, and the Beatles. And that's not to say the other art that I've gotten through my vinyls. I've got posters that I've hung up on my wall from those said vinyls. A lot of them are from Tyler, the Creator, but like that's because I'm like a huge fan of his music. Nevertheless, it has made me more connected to these artists, because not only do I have a piece of their media, but I have a piece of their art. Music is a direct connection to our society, because it talks about what's going on in the world. It commentates on things that people are too afraid to say. It understands emotions. And most importantly, it connects to people in such a way that's indescribable. I mean, these people who don't know who I am will probably never know who I am, can understand me in a better way, because they can explore emotions. It's such an in-depth multitude. Like, isn't that magical? You don't want to be a part of that? Because I surely do. I surely want to say, I own this. I own this media. I own this. I have this. I can physically open this and explore music. And that's why I have such a high value for physical media. No matter if I don't know the artist or I do know the artist, I still hold all physical media in such a high regard. The production of it, the selling, how it's influenced the way that we produce media, the fact that it is a whole art form at this point. Do you remember when people used to mix CDs for each other? We don't do that anymore. We just make playlists. But the physical creation of having to go through, download people's music, and then import that onto a CD to burn CDs for other people. How beautiful is that? Sure, for a playlist, you can just, collect all this music super easy and it's super accessible. But art has always been accessible. I want to take a second to acknowledge that art has always been accessible due to the whole AI thing. AI art can be used in certain contexts. I saw a video of Bigfoot having a vlog, like a realistic vlog. I don't think that could ever exist without AI. And it's sad that other YouTubers had their content stolen to make that happen. But it's funny, it's comedy, you know? But I mean, genuine, real art is always accessible. You can pick up a paintbrush. You can pick up a pencil. You can pick up a drawing tablet. You can start making music and you can start producing beats. You can start sewing clothes. You can start making art anytime. Literally anytime. With anything. You can make sculptures out of trash. You can make paint out of flowers. With the rise of technology, we cannot forget about the physical media. It needs to continue to take up space in our lives due to its importance, not only historically, but culturally, socially, and spiritually. That is why I love physical media so much. Oh my god, I love physical media.